The Calgary Police Service is seeking public assistance with an early morning shooting in the Northwest. At approximately 4 a.m. today, Sunday, August 24th, 2014, police were called to the 100 block of Tuscany Springs Hill Northwest, where a woman had been shot. The victim was taken to hospital where she remains in critical but stable condition. The suspect, who was known to the victim, then fled in a vehicle. Investigators are currently searching for Ulises Boris Quinteros, 51 years old. He's described as Latino with a heavy build, approximately 5 foot 10 inches tall and 300 pounds. He has dark hair which is worn in a small ponytail. Quinteros is likely to be armed. He's believed to be driving a 2008 white Dodge Caravan with the license plate BNF 9756. Pictures of Quinteros, as well as a picture of a vehicle similar to the one he is driving, are both available on the City of Calgary Newsroom. Anyone who may know the whereabouts of Quinteros or spot the vehicle are asked to call the police immediately on 911, or they can report through Crime Stoppers anonymously. And I'll take some questions now.
Can you tell us where this crime scene started?
My understanding is it started some distance on Tuscany Springs Hill Road, so it spread out over some distance, as there had been a vehicle collision just prior to the shooting, so there had been some debris spread a distance. I don't know exactly how far that distance is, but it is spread out.
We were talking to other people at the scene saying there's debris also at 12 Mile Coulee, along 12 Mile Coulee Road as well, and that was shut off. Debris there as well?
Yeah, that's my understanding, is there's some debris on 12 Mile Coulee Road, exactly.
So where did it start? It started on the hill in Tuscany and then went out?
You know, I don't know exactly where this has started. We're still trying to piece together the events leading up to that collision, so I can't say right now exactly where that started, but we believe that it did cover some distance.
Can you tell me how many times her vehicle was rammed?
I can't tell you, I don't know that, and that's certainly part of what we're looking into right now in piecing together the accident and then what happened afterward.
Can you tell us where? Was she shot at that site where the Jeep is or at another location?
We believe that she was shot where those vehicles ended up. That's in that 100 block of Tuscany Hill Springs.
Can you say if the vehicle was rammed first or if she was shot first?
I can't say. I don't know that yet. That's certainly something we're trying to sort out right now.
Are there bullet holes on the driver's side of the vehicle?
Again, that's the detail that I don't have. Our investigators are looking into that. I can't confirm exactly where the bullet holes would be.
Do you have any idea where the suspect might be?
We don't. We're following up on a number of leads through our investigative process, but exactly where he is, we don't know.
And he's armed. Is he considered dangerous at this time?
Yes.
Can you speak about the relationship between the suspect and the victim?
That's another thing that we're trying to confirm at this point in time. They're definitely known to each other, but the exact nature of their relationship is something we're trying to sort out.
Have you had calls or incidents involving these two before?
I can't really comment on the previous history between these two at this point in time, but again, that's definitely something we're looking into, is what is the previous history between these two folks.
Do you have any previous history with the suspect?
I don't believe we had, in terms of, is he well known to us? I'm not 100% sure.
Is the victim known to you?
Pardon me?
Is the victim known to police?
We have had some contact with the victim in the past.
Can you tell us how many times her vehicle was struck by bullets?
I can't tell you, I don't know.
Do you know how many shots were fired in total?
I don't know how many shots were fired in total. That's part of our investigation for sure. I can't confirm exactly.
Can you tell me what part of her body she was injured?
That's part of the investigation that I won't release at this point in time. It's a really important part of the investigation, and there are other investigative pieces that hinge on some of those details, so I won't be releasing that at this time.
Did either of them live in Tuscany?
Again, I won't confirm locations of where they lived at this point in time in the investigation, as to protect the integrity of the investigation. I don't want to release those details at this point in time.
You can't say if anyone's connected. There's a reason why that Jeep is where it is on Tuscany.
That would be speculation on my part. I can't say where the victim was going exactly. I don't know that.
Do you know if she was being pursued prior to that?
What's happening, or what happened prior to that sort of the end event of the shooting, again, is something we're looking into. I can't confirm exactly what has happened there.
Do you have an update from medical official on the condition of the
She remains in critical but stable condition.
Do you know what the address in Nolan Hill has to do with this? Where
There was an address in Nolan Hill where we recovered the vehicle that he was initially driving. The vehicle that he was initially driving was not the one we're currently seeking. So we recovered a vehicle at an address in that location.
what was used to get into that house? Did you
Pardon me?
Did you use like electronics? Like, did you use a robot to get into that?
I won't speak specifically about the tactics we used in that area, just to protect the nature of the investigation and of the tactics we used, so I won't comment on those.
Was anyone found in that house?
We haven't located anybody that we've been searching for at this point in time.
So just so I'm clear, it's believed that there was some sort of collision or possible collisions that played out over a span of space and it culminated with a shooting at the end?
We believe there was a collision with a shooting very shortly thereafter, or nearly at the same time, and there may have been a collision prior to that or vehicle contact prior to that over some distance. Exactly how that played out, we don't know yet. It's much too early to say, you know, how many times vehicles contacted or exactly what happened. So.
And was she shot in her vehicle or outside of the shooting?
That I don't know. There's still a lot of details that we're still trying to piece together, and of course our victim is getting medical treatment and that sort of thing. So a lot of those details we're actively looking after.
And you haven't recovered a weapon?
We have not recovered a weapon.
Is the vehicle in the home in Nolan Hill the vehicle that was involved in getting that shooting?
Yes.
Is it registered to Quinteros?
I won't speak to that investigative detail at this point in time.
But it is alleged that he was driving a vehicle that had crashed with at least once, if not several times, with the victim's vehicle just prior to the shooting.
Yes.
So what kind of damage should people be looking for if they see that Dodge Caravan out there?
We don't believe the Dodge Caravan had any damage to it because it wasn't involved in the initial collision. The vehicle that was involved in the initial collision, we have that vehicle. The vehicle that we are seeking, that we believe Mr. Quinteros is driving, we don't know if it has any damage on it or not. Certainly not from that collision, because it wasn't involved in that collision.
Why
So.
do you believe he's driving that way?
We have information to believe that he may be in that van just through the course of our investigation.
Is it stolen, or does it belong to him or someone?
We don't believe it to be stolen, no.
So is it his vehicle?
We believe it is his vehicle, yes.
And what about the one that he was driving when the collision occurred? Is that also his vehicle?
We believe it is, yes.
Safe to assume then that you're trying to piece together the motive to the initial vehicle crashes then?
Absolutely. There was a period of time before that collision, and certainly we want to work backward to find out exactly what happened leading up to that. Not only the immediate time leading up to it, but certainly hours prior, even days prior.
You've been able to speak to the victim at all yet?
We have had some conversation with the victim, yes.
Has she provided you with any?
She has provided us with very valuable information, yes.
Is there, just considering you think he is armed and dangerous and don't know where he is there any danger to the public at this point?
We don't believe that anybody else is a target of the suspect at this point in time, but certainly we consider him armed and dangerous, and as we recommend in many cases, we don't counsel people to approach him or have any conversation with him and to contact us immediately on 911, but we don't believe that he is an immediate threat to anybody else based on the information we have.
Were there any calls, either from the victim or someone associated with either of these two people to police prior to this happening? Like in the hours leading up?
I'm not aware of any calls. I don't know. I'm not aware of any.
Were shots fired anywhere else besides that location?
Not as far as I'm aware of, no.
And you're not sure, you can't say how many shots were fired?
Yeah, I can't say at this point in time, no.
And what is Quinteros' connection to the house in Nolan Hill?
I won't comment on those investigative details at this point in time.
The vehicle the victim was in when the collisions happened, is that her vehicle?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Oh, was there one or two women in the?
The victim was the only person in that vehicle when she was shot.
Were there any other witnesses?
That's my understanding. My understanding is that there were several witnesses that contacted us. Now, I don't know if they contacted us shortly thereafter, after the collision and the shooting, they came upon the scene, or as it unfolded. We're still trying to sort that out, and we're still asking anybody who has seen or possibly seen anything unfold in that Tuscany area to contact us.
Witnesses have suggested that a woman in that Jeep got out of the vehicle afterwards and was seen around.
I can't confirm that. I don't know.
Where did paramedics find her? Do you know?
That also I don't know. I don't know exactly where they would have found her.
Right, speaking with one of your detectives earlier, he said that the victim was actually the person who called 911.
Yes, that's true. She's one of the people that called 911. She called, and then apparently some other folks who either came across the scene or saw it from a distance or something contacted us as well. So they may have happened subsequently, but we had several calls on it.
Okay.
That was after she was shot.
Pardon me?
That was after she was shot?
That's my understanding, yeah.
Just to be clear in the sequence of events, there may have been a collision prior and after.
There may have been. That's something we're looking into, is that leading up to that collision, we believe there was some other vehicle contact in that point in time, but we don't know exactly what that looks like yet. We're still trying to recreate that scene.
So you believe there's some sort of vehicle contact, and this is just between those two vehicles, the victim and the suspect, not other vehicles?
That's my understanding. I don't have any information that suggests any other vehicles were involved.
Okay, so you believe there was some sort of contact between the two vehicles, then an actual collision, and then the shooting?
That's what I believe so far.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then he would have departed down Tusslewood to 12 Mile Coulee?
I don't know the route he would have taken from there. He did flee the scene. The exact route he took and where he went after that, I don't know. I can't speculate on that.
Any reports of a chase? Was it actually a chase? Did you have, I guess, no calls previous of a chase happening? Or?
I'm not aware of any other calls that there had been any chase. Do you mean between the two vehicles?
Yeah, exactly. Did somebody see it and just be like?
I'm not aware of any calls of that nature, so.